Hello everyone. On this video I will talk with you about something that I have written last night, and from what I recall, you can read it if you want to. It is on my X account. But I was talking with the artificial intelligence of X, Twitter. I was talking about the difference between having a conversation. Yeah, people talk with each other, they are having conversations. The difference between having a conversation and figuring out with your language who you are. And yeah, coming to know yourself with your own language. And of course, I have to immediately add that there is no self. Yeah, there is no me who I can come to know. Yeah, that's just a weird language conundrum, that there's me and myself, but there is no such thing. There's just language. And so that deals with the overt nature of language right there. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to say me if there wasn't overt language. Yeah, and I wouldn't be able to even fantasize about me if there wasn't language, overt language. And so, yes, there is the fantasy of covert language, which is then presumably me, but there exists no covert language. Yeah? So there is no me. There's just only the fantasy of covert language. Yeah. And then when we're done with that fantasy, which is of course all over the world happening, people are all believing in inner language because of our history. Because of our history of conditioning with disembodied language. Yeah, the language in which we do not listen to ourselves as speakers. Yeah, that's disembodied language. I have embodied language. Yeah, I listen to myself as, yeah, I'm a speaker, but I'm also a listener. And yeah, there is no speaker inside of me who speaks, or a listener inside of me who listens. That's all just nonsense. It's just speaking and listening. That's all it is. It's just overt language again. So, yeah, everybody believes in inner language because of our disembodied language, in which we don't listen to ourselves, in which the speaker is not perceived as the listener. Yeah, in which the speaker and the listener are one. Yeah, can we finally get to that? Of course they're one. Yeah, my left hand is not independent of my right hand. It is just one body. Yeah, and the speaker is just one aspect of me, and the listener is another aspect of me, and it's just the same person. Yeah. But you know, even if I talk about my body, it is still overt language that makes me say body. Or even if I talk about feelings, it's still overt language. So we cannot get away from the fact that all language is overt, and that there is no inner language, there is no mind, there is no self. There is no me inside of me who experiences me. There is, of course, experience, yeah, and there is, yeah, the sensation that one feels of I don't know. I'm riding my bicycle right now. How do you believe? How would you say I'm feeling right now? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling pleasant. It's a nice, cool morning. There's no threat. There's no anxiety. There's no stress. I'm feeling fine. Morning. And so that's what you hear when you are at ease, when you feel fine, when you feel good, when you feel happy, when you feel safe, where you don't feel threatened, you don't feel distracted, you just here, you're just feeling good. That is what I call, then you morning. You when you start to speak in such a moment, you can actually easily hear your embodied language, because what's the problem? You just speak and you listen to yourself, and it's also so self-evident that you can do that, and that you sound good, you feel good, and your expression of that is matching your experience, and so your words are not getting away from who you are or what you feel. No, these words are exactly expressing what's going on. Now, okay, but this, of course, it's very different when you feel stressed and when you feel anxious and worried and upset and angry and frustrated, and it's very different, because then you are sounding horrible. You sound horrible. You sound irritated. You sound angry. You sound distracted. You sound chaotic, conflicted, troubled. And that's not the sound that you like to listen to. So you don't listen to yourself. You don't listen to yourself when you are feeling not okay. You don't want to listen to yourself when you are down, and when you're unhappy, and when you're bored, and when you feel depleted, and when you feel disgusted. And what is there to listen to? It's not anything pleasant. No, it's torturous to listen to that. It's torturous for you as well as for others. And yes, you don't want to listen to it, so why would other people want to listen to it? So this is why everybody engages in disembodied language, because we are not listening to ourselves. And when we do not listen to ourselves, when we do not have embodied language, then we inadvertently imagine that language is happening inside of us. But there is no such thing. There never was. There is no language inside of us, and there will never be any language inside of us. It just cannot be. That's not how language works. That's not how language is produced, and that's not how language is perceived. You cannot listen to a voice that is inside of you, because there's no sound being made, and you don't have ears on the inside of you. That's all just nonsense talk. You don't have an inner voice to listen to. And there's nothing to see inside of you. You cannot have an insight. All that is nonsense talk. Because there's nothing to see inside of you. You only see, with your eyes, what your eyes can see. And so we are so trapped in our own way of dealing with language, that we don't even know it, that we don't even realize it, and that we never even talk about it. But that is the reality. And here I am talking about the difference between having another one of those conversations that are so important. We need to talk more. We need to have better conversation. We need to improve our communication. We've been saying this forever. We need to be better listeners. We need to be more empathic. We need to have unconditional positive regard, says the therapist. And we need to respect each other. We need to have more openness. Openness and kindness and empathy and all that kind of stuff, Dalai Lama stuff, Buddhist stuff. We need to be more peaceful and sharing and all that. We need that. We need all that. And look at where we are. We have been forever using our language incorrectly. Why? Well, because we kept talking with each other. And we never talk with ourselves. So, there you have it. It is important what I say, and you may say it is not, but it is. And it continues to be the issue that everybody keeps missing. Good morning. Hi. It is the issue that everybody keeps missing because people just keep talking with each other. And even if they don't talk with each other, they don't talk with each other. They talk with themselves as if they're talking with somebody else. Yeah. And that is, of course, also another aspect of your so-called mind. Yeah. That when you begin to talk with yourself, when you begin to listen to yourself, it seems like you're just expressing all kind of gobbledygook. Yeah. Because you've never listened to yourself. Yeah. How could it be otherwise? So you're expressing all kind of nonsense. Yeah. Which isn't true. And yeah, you need to sort through that, because if you don't do it, how are you ever gonna put that behind you? How are you ever gonna let that go? You cannot let that go if you don't understand what it is. It is your fantasy of inner language. That's what that is. And whatever you call it, your depression or your faulty cognitions, yeah, whatever you call it, your assumptions or your beliefs, yeah, the theories, the narratives, yeah, that you adhere to, the explanations that you support, the theories that you support. Oh, you're talking always, whether you know it or not, whether you talk about who you believe to be, yeah, your values, your beliefs, your identity. All of that refers to inner language, the fantasy of inner language. Yeah, not what, there is no inner language, but you fantasize about it. And why do you do that? Well, it is because you never talk with yourself. And you never listen to yourself. You've never done that. So, the question is, it is now 2025, and human beings have been doing this all across the world forever. Yeah, everybody talks in such a way as if there's language inside of us. There isn't. And there will never be. And so, are you going to be a pioneer? Are you going to be someone who is going to be at the forefront of, actually saying that the earth is not flat? Yeah, the earth is round and there's no language inside of us. And it's got to be said, because if we don't say it, we will be saying that the earth is still flat. Yeah. If we don't say it, we inadvertently are continuing with our conditioning history of disembodied language, in which we never ever listen to ourselves, in which we never ever talk with ourselves, in which talking with others and listening to others is considered to be more important than talking with ourselves and listening to ourselves. Yeah. That is what we are faced with. That's the challenge we are faced with. And I present that challenge, yes. Yeah. Here, the sun is about to come up. And that's a good moment to sort of just turn the camera. Because the certainty that the sun will come up is equally true for that moment, which will soon be on record here, because I have recorded it. It's about to happen. But it is equally certain, it is inevitable that you are going to, at some point, discover that it is absolutely 100% true what I'm saying. And that it was true all the time that I was saying it. And you have always been holding yourself back from acknowledging this truth. And acknowledging not just this truth, it's not about the truth. It is about what it means to you, how that would change your life, how that would improve everything, because now you have a correct use of your language. Yeah? The correct use of your language, that is humongous. Yeah? the correct use of your language in which you listen to yourself while you speak. Yeah, in which the speaker is the listener, and in which your language expresses your lived experience. Yeah, your individually lived experience. Yeah, it's almost there. Yeah, it's going to happen. And it is as certain as the sun that's going to come over that hill there. Yeah, it is going to happen because it is nature itself that is showing itself to us. Yeah, water flows downhill, the sun rises in the morning. Yeah, and you are going to hear yourself one day. And you're going to realize while you're saying this to yourself, wow, it is true. I am, of course, my own listener. And I can only be my own listener if I let go, or if I no longer believe in that illusion of inner language. There is, of course, no inner language. I'm only saying this now. Yeah, I can hear it because I'm saying it. And I'm talking with myself. And yes, I wasn't able to say this to others because I've never even said this to myself. So how was I going to be able to say this to others if I wasn't even saying this to myself? Look, I'm here. I'm waiting for that sun to show itself. Yeah. I mean, it's not a belief. Yeah. It's not a belief that that sun is rising. Of course you can say, yeah, that's just a belief that the earth is round. And, you know, it seems that the sun is rising, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, the earth is turning and all that kind of stuff. I know. But from my perspective, the sun is rising, okay? Yeah. Do you see it? Okay. And I can say this because, yeah, I have this, what I call embodied language. There it is. Yeah. And you can have embodied language too. That's me. That's my shadow. And now you see the real me. So you can, yeah, you can also see the real you. You can hear the real you. And you feel it, you know, because your sound expresses it. Your sound cannot be faked. I cannot fake it that I am feeling good, that it is a great morning, beautiful morning. Of course I can fake it, but faking it is not the same. Acting as if I'm happy is not the same as being happy. Yeah, I can be very good at acting as if I am happy and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, people are very good actors, but that doesn't mean that what they are acting is real. You are acting your way of talking in disembodied language. You are just acting as if you're talking. You're acting as if you're listening, but you're not really talking, you're not really listening. In disembodied language, all you do is just try to dominate other people. You're trying to get under other people, their skin. You're trying to influence other people. Yeah, this is what we have, a generation of influencers. We're living in the age of influencers. What I'm here showing to you is not having anything to do with me influencing you. No, if there is going to be any effect of what I'm saying, it is because you are going to influence yourself by speaking with yourself. Yeah, you should stop listening to me so that you can speak with yourself and hear yourself speak. Yeah, that's what this is. Screw all these influencers. Screw the authority outside of you. Yeah, you are your own authority. I am my own authority. I say this on my own authority. I don't need any research to back me up, to prove my point. I know what this is and I have this. And if you explore this for yourself in 2025, if you explore this for yourself, if you have the courage and the sincerity and if you have the intelligence and also the tenacity, the endurance, because it takes all of that. No, you cannot be wishy-washy about this. You cannot be just pretending as if, oh, it's gonna happen. Morning. This is really requiring your full attention. Unless you really get into this and take this very serious, it's not gonna happen. And most likely it isn't gonna happen anyway. But anyways, if you're gonna do it, then if you're gonna do this in 2025, now, I'm sure that in 2026 we will be having embodied language together, because I will, if I'm still alive, I will be having embodied language, and I will be having embodied language with whoever is willing or capable of having embodied language with me. Now, that's it for today. Bye. Oh. I just gotta sort of stop here for a second. Just stop here so greet you. Have a good day.